Welcome back, Nerdiverse, to another episode of MOTN Figured It Out, where your favorite neighborhood collector, Mike G, gets to discuss his favorite thing in the absolute world, which is 1/6 scale figure collecting. Tonight, we have a very special night where we're going to be doing a twofer of my favorite Canuck, the man who is the best he is at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice, the Wolverine. Um, Before we get started, I do want to apologize in advance. I'm a little under the weather, so my voice may go out. I may go into coughing fits. But on this dark and stormy night, we have some figures to pose. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys for a little while, for as long as it takes to lock in the poses that I want to try. As always, this episode is live on YouTube. This episode is live on Twitch and will be on YouTube for all prosperity into the futures of 1,000 futures. So tonight, as I mentioned before, this is episode 23 of MOTN Figured It Out. And every once in a while, if we are not talking, I would say, news in 1/6 scale universe, I am going over and discussing very special episodes where I actually get to, through the grace of income, purchase a new figure that I will do a review of, an unboxing of, and of course, a posing, because posing is my absolute favorite part of this hobby. So today, we're going to be doing a twofer today. We're going to be posing this Wolverine here. This is my Hono Wolverine that I've have in my collection. You can actually see his empty spot back there. But once we're done, we're going to be posing some other Wolverine that's very special alongside him. So I have some ideas for some poses that we're going to be jumping into and checking out, and see if we can lock him in. Right now, I have him all dolled up with the Hono background, with him doing a similar pose to what I'm going to lock him in today. So, with no further ado, if we're just hanging out tonight, just want to have you guys here during this experience. As I love 1/6 scale collecting, it's been my hobby for a few years now, and I'm just absolutely enamored with the posability and realism of these figures. It's funny. Right when we were setting up, I accidentally dropped my Wolverine, and my heart skipped a beat, because when you drop these figures, it's real easy for them to just fall apart on you, or scrape, or scratch, or something, and now your figure's ruined. This happened to a few figures back there. My Magneto literally fell, and a piece of his helmet broke, and I had to scramble to fix that. So I'm still in a bit of shock. So I don't know if Wolverine's been damaged any kind of way. He looks fine, and we're going to go ahead and get him posed up. So before we break into the piece de la resistance of the evening, we need to get him locked into a pose that I am happy with. So I'm going to right now take him off of the rotator and start to futz with him live here with my own mitts. So let's get started. First, I'm going to grab him, secure the figure. I'm going to take him off his rotator. Excuse me. Put him back down. I don't know how long my throat's going to let me do this, but I don't need to talk. We just need to pose, right? So this is my Hono Wolverine. Look at him. He's so comic booky. He's absolutely comic booky. He's straight from X-Men 97, which is what I love about him. He's just the iconic version of the character, down to the bright suit, beautiful silicone arms, as well as full flexibility. I absolutely love this Hono line. It's inexpensive figures that you can kind of break into the hobby with. and get your representation. Because back there, I have a Hono uh, Magneto and a sideshow Cyclops, which is probably one of my more rarer figures because you just can't find that bad boy. And he's going for pretty high. But today we have Wolverine, and I need to make some minor adjustments to his pose to get him ready for Hugh Jackman, the Deadpool of Wolverine to go and complete for now my X-Men shelf back there. So let's go ahead and start getting him posed in the pose I want. First things first, I need to go back into my original box, which I kept for this guy, and dig out some accessories that I'm going to switch out for him. The scariest thing about this is that you're always jumping in and you're like, I hope my stuff is still in here, right? Cool. Looks like it is. The thing about these Hono figures is that they don't come up with a lot, but what they do come with is pivotal stuff. Like he has swap out mouse, which I'm going to use right now. So on my current Wolverine, as you can see, he has a bit of like a come and get it kind of about to get ready for like kind of calmly ready for battle phase. There you go. I'm gonna swap this up with something a bit meaner. So the cool thing is I can just, I think you can just pop off the head sculpt here. You just push the old faceplate out. Push the new faceplate in. Now he's all grr. Hold on. Now he's all grr, you know, and that's what I want for this pose. I want him to look nastier than he did in my original pose. There we go. Easy peasy, completely different face. So now I'm going to bring up a pose that I wanted to lock him in with and see if I can pull it off. So now let's get into the posing. So I'm going to crunch his stomach as much as I can, raise his head up a bit, drop his shoulders in, and bring up his claws about here, and bring up his wrists about here. I don't want to put too much pressure on these silicone arms, but I kind of have to for the pose I want. Bring it like, but I also don't want his shoulder blades to be showing inside the pose. So I'm thinking of something like this, but I want the hands to be a bit more tucked in. Uh-oh. His little shoulder blade popped out. Sorry, I get a little quiet when I'm posing. So I just want to make sure I get it right. That, I like that. Let me just push this down a bit. Make sure it looks good. Make sure that stomach is crunched. Make sure we're hiding those shoulder blades. And then I want to kind of have him hunched. And if he could stand on his own, we're golden. Perfect. And that's kind of the pose I want. bring this arm back a bit, like that. Do it like this. Kind of like that. If you could see what I'm doing here. Kind of like he's hunched over, like ready to pounce and attack. Uh-oh. I just realized one of his claws are missing from the fall. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, it's right here. See if I can put it back. All right. Crisis averted. Looked like the claw just fit right back in. So perfect. I just need to dial in these arms a little bit more. The first thing you're going to learn about 1/6 scale collecting is when something happens that you don't want it to, don't panic. You can always adjust and fix these guys and be able to just salvage a situation. You know what I mean? So first things first, never panic. Just make it work. There we go. Oh, I may have to use a little bit of super glue to get this claw back where it needs to be. Because I put it in, but it's not sticking. I may just have to be ginger with it. All right. Yeah. So in these cases, I'm gonna grab me some good old super glue. If I can find it. Yep. So figured it out, right? Good old Gorilla Glue. Make sure it's still Gorilla Gluing. Hopefully it's not dried out. Hoping it's not dried out. Huh. See if I can undry this Gorilla Glue. Let me see. Because I need to get this claw where I need it to be. Okay, I think it's starting to do what it needs to do. So I'm going to try to super glue this claw back where it needs to be. And just let him sit for a while. See if that helps. I don't think I got any super glue out. May need some brand new super glue. All right, I'm gonna let him sit for a second. I believe I have the pose I want. Cool. So let's go from there. Like I said, you drop these things and they kind of explode on you. You just need to relax and go with the flow. All right. Perfect. With that, we're going to go into, because this guy is good to go. Just put him back here for now. That one arm is bothering me. There we go. Okay. I'm so specific about this stuff because you kind of have to be. If that's the case, I'm just going to drop both of these like this. Or just all right. I think I'm happy with that. Kinda. It's a little lopsided. There we go. Okay, kind of happy with that. All right. With that being said, now we get to go into this guy, Mr. Hugh Jackman himself, Wolverine. So for this, I'm going to put the Wolverine to the side while I deal with this bigger figure. And pray that glue sticks. Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and crack open this figure, which is the Deadpool and Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. This is one that I got to complement the Deadpool on the back. You can kind of see him over there with Magneto and Cyclops. So I'm going to do a deep dive into the box art, do a deep dive into the figure itself, and then get them all posed up with this Wolverine. So let's go ahead and talk about the box, shall we? Let's put this here, put that there. You guys can get a better view of the box while we just talk a little shop. So this figure has been a long time coming for a lot of collectors because it's been about 2 years since this figure was announced. Back in 2023, I believe, when this movie came out. So now we're just all kind of waiting for this guy to hit shelves. A lot of collectors are still waiting for theirs to appear on their in their inbox. Luckily enough to get mine kind of early from Sideshow. Shout outs to Sideshow for not being always quick, but always on time. So definitely looking forward to this deluxe version. With this version of the figure, it comes with a cavalcade of new and different accessories. Which for this, it's like, why would you not get the deluxe when it comes to this figure? Comes with the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, battle damaged, swap out arms. We're gonna really hook this guy up. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and unbox it. Still not sold on that pose. I'm never sold on poses. Right off the bat. So just to give you an idea of what he comes with, you can just kind of see him here. Figure. figure here. Comes with his different face sculpts, full body, Hugh Jackman head sculpt, swap out arms, which we're going to be using, and a full array of hands, and a display base that I'm not going to be using because I'm not really a fan of it. So let's just go ahead and get it cracked open. So, all right, get my mic back where I like it. All right. Use my trusted blade. I like the box art on the back. It has the Wolverine slicing through the Deadpool with the figure with the white with the kind of non-canon look, because by the time he has his mask on, he doesn't have the sleeves, but we'll fix that. All right. Remember, folks, safety first. Always put away your blades when you're done using them. All right. So for the first time in a long time, I'm actually going to use the instructions because don't want to break this guy's arms. All right. Whew. It's been a long time coming for this guy. He comes with like a little cape here. First in-hand impressions. He is heavy. He's a little heavy. He is a little heavy, which is kind of awesome. You see his arm sleeves here. And just so you guys could see, first in-hand impressions, looks absolutely gorgeous in this bright yellow. You can actually see the details in his suit. I was wondering if this little cleft here for the shoulder pad would get in the way, but it actually doesn't. It's a kind of smooth transition. Oh, and lucky for us, they're literally asking us to remove these arms because there's like a little sleeveless thing here. Because I'm gonna remove his arms for the wait, one of his little sleevelets, one of the magnets came out. Where'd it go? Oh. All right. Okay. Make sure the second one didn't do that. The second one did. But where is that bolt? Interesting. Already kind of little defaults here. So one of my sockets didn't come with a magnet. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Put this here for now. Uh-oh. Looks like one of the magnets didn't come with it. But I wonder if it will stay. It looks like it'll stay without it. But I have to see. I'm going to have to test that. Because that is no good. Because one of these magnets kind of fell out. How do I get these arms off? Whew. I'm going to have to play with this a little bit. So I kind of want to do this now before I even dive into the accessories because he doesn't come with a lot. So let's go ahead and get these arms off, but I need to know how to do that first. And I need to find my other magnet because that is no good. Let's see. Oh. This guy was just kind of thrown together, wasn't he? Do these come with magnets? They do. Okay, so maybe I can just swap out the ones that I don't need. All right. Separate mouth plates. Yeah. That additional magnet just did not come with it. So we're going to have to work with what we have, which is fine. We'll figure it out. All right. I'm going to take a look at the old instruction manual here and see how we swap these arms out, because they feel really in there, which they should, but I don't want to break it. So I'm just going to look this up, see what's going on. All right. Do. Full range of articulation. Looks like they just pop out. So we'll just try to pop them out. So I'm just going to I don't know. So his hands are falling off. Bird's hands are falling off. Let's take all this off here. Put the hand back on. All right. Let's try to get this guy's arms off. I'm so scared to tear this figure. I don't even know where to start. Let's see. All right. Just got to get some of the shrubbery off of him. Hey, 6 people are chilling. Down to 2. All right. Let's figure this out. So I want to put the clean arms on him. But these bad boys do not want to come off. I'm just curious. Now that I have these kind of at his side, I want to see if this will stick. Just curious how these are supposed to look. And these magnets are something else. They're very loosey-goosey. Let's see. Wonder why they're like that. They're like they're not staying. They're like okay. Because how is this supposed to look? Yeah. Okay. So I'm working on it. So I'm take this off and just make sure I don't lose these magnets. I may actually have to super glue this magnet in here so I don't lose it in the future. Because it is very iffy. Because there's one magnet there. It's got to be in that box somewhere. All right. All right. It is not. It's just missing a magnet, and I don't know where it could be hiding. It's not hiding on the figure anywhere. Interesting stuff. So let's make it work. Try to get these. There is no way to get this out. Whew, I'm a pretty strong guy. And there is no, where's his hand? There's no getting these arms off. It's so interesting. I wonder. Because I don't want to stress the joint. This is not working with me, people. Overall, it's nice. It's just these arms aren't budging. Oh, crap. Get that out of there. There's got to be a way. Let me see something. Put you here for now, Logan. And pray that I don't lose any of your parts. Wonder how Justin got these off, because they're not wanting to get off. Let's see. Let me read the instructions again. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Look, reading the instructions. Okay. Okay. It'll change the arms, gauntlets, and shoulders with battle damage version. So I have to pull, lift out. Okay, maybe. Lift up, then out. Lift up. No. Maybe lift up. And then, how is this supposed to come off? Lift up. And then, it's not budging. They are not budging. Now, I don't want to tear this medical grade silicone or ruin it in any kind of way. Let's see. I want to see something. This may slow the stream down, but let's see. It's not doing what I wanted to do. Okay, here we are. Learning right now. You guys still with me? Yeah. Okay. This is tough. Why does his hand keep falling? I don't want to ruin this thing. Oh, got it. All right. Put that there. All right. All right. Okay. I think I got it. Oh, crap. I lost the head. This thing is out of control. All right. So let me move all of his shoulder pads in one spot. Move that out the way and plug in the arm. All right. All right. I got the sleeveless arms in. Now I have to find, because his wrist pads are so loose, I have to find the arm that I jettisoned, the hand that I jettisoned. 1 second. There it is. All right. Let's make sure we're not losing parts. Cool. So make sure we're not losing parts. While I'm here, get all this plastic off this arm. Thank you, one person who's sticking with me during all of this. This figure is being a bit more difficult than I thought he was going to be. So I have his sleeveless arms still here, medical silicone sleeveless arms still here, looking good. I didn't damage them in any kind of way. And now we have his movie accurate yellow arms on that I'm now going to attempt to put on the gloves. I mean, the shoulder pads, even though I'm missing one. I'm missing one magnet. Oh, that's me touching things. All right. So with my, I don't want to have the damaged one. So I'm going to make sure that I differentiate the damage from the clean. So this is a clean shoulder pad. That's then going to go here. Like that. This is a clean shoulder pad. That's then going to go here. Like that. I think I can pull it off without the shoulder pad being, I think the one magnet is strong enough to keep it in play, but I'm gonna have to play with these shoulder pads a bit more just to get the correct look. Okay. Because these don't look quite right to me. Yeah, they need to be higher up, I think. Oh, and this one lost its okay. Crap. Now where that both of the magnets are missing. Oh, are these two magnets? Wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's still the missing one. But both of these magnets are out now. So let's fix that. I'm really gonna have to glue these magnets in because this is driving me kind of crazy. Which, wow, this magnet literally just jumped. These magnets should not be this loose. This is not good. Now getting them apart is the problem. All right. So magnet here. Let's keep this down. It's like installing the batteries. Magnet here. And they're just going to do what they want to do. Oh, these shoulder pads are a pain in the butt, dude. All right, let's see if I can just maybe. All right. Let's do it like this. This figure has a ton of QC issues. They just come out. So you have to like, there we are. Oh, and the arm just literally fell off. Okay. So that wasn't secured in the socket correctly. There we go. Nice little satisfying pop. Maybe this wrong side. There we are. And maybe this arm isn't secured either. These magnets. There we go. These magnets are going to be the death of me. They're too strong and they're pulling themselves out of the molding, which is crazy. But once we get them all posed and stuff, it won't matter. All right, so let's hopefully. All right, I know what I must do. We're gonna have to super glue these magnets in here while we pose them up, and hopefully they'll be sticky enough to stay where they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna put that there, put that there. I'm going to put this one here, and give me 1 second. Let's break out the super glue. And pray this works. And just let it dry. All right, that's for magnet 1. Let that get nice and sticky. That's no. Come on. Magnet 2. All right. And while those set, I'm going to work on the figure and see, hopefully nothing else goes wrong. So the one thing I want to do is break out the Hugh Jackman head sculpt, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to swap out this head for the costume version. So I want it to look as visually distinct from the animated version as possible. So I'm going to use the little thing and get his eyes kind of looking to the side, kind of like a side look. Let me see. I got to take my glasses off for this one. Sorry, the eye part is literally the most frustrating. Almost need a light on it. How do those eyes look? It's the other eye is a little too. I'm trying to get these eyes just right. It's the hardest part. I think that's fine. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's take the normal head sculpt off. Oh, crap. So just take that off. Take the neck joint off. Put his beautiful head sculpt up here. Put the Hugh Jackman head sculpt on. And there you have it. Fix his head. Looks like he's looking off to the side. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, with the pose I want to do for him, let's see. It's this one. So, I want him to be kind of looking like that. I want this arm to be kind of bent up like that. One hand out, kind of like that. One. Now, this is where I start to incorporate the other Wolverine pose into this pose. So I'm thinking something like that. So I'm thinking of having him kind of like something like this. Maybe. Hmm. Something like that almost, but the relaxed hand is not flat enough for me. So I'm working on it, trying to lock in that kind of like whoa there, big whoa there, buddy kind of pose. So I want these guys posed together. I'm letting that dry while we figure this out. Kind of like that. Those eyes just aren't. The eyes just aren't where I need them to be. Kinda. Something like that. Yeah. I think of something like that, chat. Let me see if we can. I think of something like that. The two Wolverines together. And the piece de la resistance, this damn shoulder blade. So let's see if we can get these shoulder blades to do what I want them to do. All right, there's one. Hopefully these two stick. There's two. All right. That's kind of the pose I'm going for. A bit more of a relaxed pose. This figure fought me the entire way through, which is something that happens, but we figure it out. So I'm really happy with this pose. I'm probably going to dial in a bit more before it hits the collection, but I am happy that I was able to get the arms I wanted on, the Hugh Jackman head sculpt. I'm just going to tighten things up a little bit before I take a picture for all of you guys to see. I want to thank those who have kind of hung out with me this evening on this Figured It Out. It's a tougher one than normal, but these ones come and go. These figures aren't perfect, and we work with what we have. That being said, if you like this content, please like my the all the Masters of the Nerdiverse posts that we do. Comment, let us know what do you think of this figure. I think this figure is beautiful. I just need to be able to look at it without frustrated eyes and subscribe so that you're made aware with new content goes live on the channel. That being said, been, of course, your collector Mike G here with Masters of the Nerdiverse. Collect what you love what you collect. We'll holla at you later. Take care.